Eclipse blessings, everybody. It's 9:30 at night here. Look at that gorgeous sunset. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, it's like 9:30 and it's so bright. It's so beautiful. The views. I just love the brightness of summer. And look at the sky. It's like brush strokes. Like the artist's hands. Like the hands of Source painting in the sky. So bringing a message for you today about our upcoming eclipse. One of the longest eclipses we've had in something like a century. It's a very, very powerful time, as I'm sure you're aware. This is the eclipse happening on the 27th of July 2018. This experience, this eclipse season, especially this lunar eclipse happening on the 27th of July, is about completion. So anything that you haven't completed for this lifetime, any soul purposes, any missions, any soul desires, soul themes that you don't feel you've fully played out, that you don't feel you've completed or transformed or assimilated or integrated, those themes will be brought back with this eclipse. It's going to be a very important, quite possibly dramatic surprise. And the first eclipse we had, the partial eclipse on the 12th, was pretty gentle in comparison to this one coming up on the 27th. It was quite joyful, quite gentle. That was a solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse. And that really tapped into issues of hearth and home, community, roots, tribe, belonging. This eclipse coming up, you can hear the sheep there baaing. It's lovely. This eclipse on the 27th, it's going to finally finish that old human belief system and interpretation of what we called karma. And I've said this in other videos, the concept of karma no longer applies in the fifth dimension. But this eclipse is just tying up those loose ends of any belief systems, any old programs you have connected to what you feel is karma. So it's a balancing of the books. That's what this massive, really, really long eclipse, it's like an hour and a half. And everybody's going to feel it. You know, I was saying to my partner, you know, whether you believe in these things or not, it will have an impact on you. You know, you don't have to believe in gravity for gravity to have its effects on you. It's the same with energy, with vibrations, with these shifts. And as human beings, we have an incredible lunar connection. You know, we're so intertwined with the moon. The moon has a big impact on us. So if there's old angers, there's old hurts, expect them to be revisited. We also have Mercury going retrograde, so we all know what that means. When Mercury goes backwards, it's review, reevaluate, reflect, redo. There's lovely Ben Bulben Mountain, the majestic masculine Ben in the distance. his formidable presence over County Sligo. Had to address him and bow to him here. So yeah, I'm feeling positive about this eclipse. At the same time, I'm always prepared. I've always do my homework with eclipse season, because as we know, eclipse season is very surprising, and you know, it can seem like things come out of the blue, but actually it's designed to help us rejig and restart and reboot our lives and to get us back on track. And this eclipse is very much about that. It's about, you know, what have you neglected? What needs to be completed? What needs to be transformed, digested and transmuted in your life now? So there'll be that theme be playing out. Do be aware that eclipses, you know, they bring out the sensitivities in people. Be extra gentle with yourself as well as others. Just be thoughtful, be mindful that some people, especially people who are very unconscious and don't quite understand why they're feeling what they're feeling, you know, there could be a lot of uprooted anger, frustrations demonstrated, expressions of fear and rage and things like that. So just to be aware, you know, just let people off the hook. It's eclipse time. The moon has a big impact on everybody's emotions. And as I said, eclipse time is designed to propel us, to help us ascend further. And for those of us conscious and awake in the fifth dimension, it just keeps going higher, doesn't it? It just keeps taking us to a clearer, higher, more powerful, more purposeful place. Now, a lot of people may be noticing, and this is something I've noticed with friends and people who come to me with work, noticing like your sense of purpose really being challenged, your place in the world, and that's a big theme for this eclipse. So completing anything that's connected to your sense of place, purpose, you know, progression. Where are you in your life? Where do you want to be? How can you get there? What's the progressive action steps you can take? Do you need to dream more? Do you need to plan more? Do you need to physically take those more progressive action steps now? And this eclipse is really going to push us to do that. It's going to push us to make those calls, send those emails, put ourselves out there. It's about being seen. It's about being visible. And our issues around being seen, our insecurities, our fears about being seen. So all these themes will be explored on the 27th. So the days coming up, leading up to and after, and of course the months after, because eclipses do have impacts for months after, and they pretty much affect and set up the themes and issues for the next year. And because this is such a long, powerful eclipse, expect this after effects, the aftermath of it, to last at least 6 months. So be aware of that. So that's what the angels had to share with you today. I hope that you're enjoying the summer as much as I am, or wherever you are. Maybe it's winter where you are, whatever season, whatever time, space, reality you're in right now. If you found this video, consider yourself in fifth dimension, consider yourself conscious. Like attracts like. Takes one to know one. I hope you're all well, and I advise you to take it easy around the 27th. You know, do your prep, get your exercise in, lots of stretching, lots of rest, meditation, lots of plant foods, water. You know the drill by now. And I'll be thinking of you and holding you in the light and sending you eclipse blessings throughout this time together. Bless you.